Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom and Gummy, and today we are back for another Pokemon plushie tutorial, and it feels like forever since we have done one of these, and probably it is because it has been like 3 weeks since we did a Pokemon plushie. Now, I want to explain the reasons behind that, and that is purely because of Rogue One came out, so we've got Star Wars content, we got FNAF Sister Location content, we got house tutorials coming up in the next few weeks, we got a whole bunch of content, and not enough time. I haven't got a million hours, unfortunately, to record all these different series. So Pokemon plushies kind of got left behind, which is weird because they're probably the easiest ones to do, but they got left behind because probably they're the least popular at the moment. Of course, Pokemon Go has not died, but its viewership has definitely declined, so there's a lot less people interested. But with that said, I personally really enjoy making these, and I really enjoy seeing you guys who enjoy watching them's feedback, so I'm going to keep doing them, probably just a bit more spread out. So today we are doing a legendary, and it's not every day I say that, but today we are doing Mew. So we have done Mewtwo, and I believe we also did Zapdos before, so we got Moltres and Articuno left to do, and I will be doing some more Pokemon plushies, as I said, in the next few weeks, spread out. I had a Growlithe, or an Arcanine design, and also a Rhyhorn design, so two really cool ones, as well as the two other legendary birds, which I've got waiting around. Anyways, as I said, today we are doing Mew, so the blocks you're going to need to build this are the following. You'll need pink wool, pink clay, light blue clay, snow, black wool, and buttons. So very simple, and shouldn't take too much time to build. So essentially, we're going to start off by building the body. We'll build, to be more specific, the front side of the body first, and that simply consists of a 6x6 of pink wool. So what we're going to go ahead and do is find a nice empty area. We're going to place a row of 6 pink wool. Let me try that again. There we go. And then we're going to do 5 more layers of that. So it is essentially a 6x6 of pink wool. And once you've done that, as you can see, it will look like this. Very plain, but very simple. And that is the front side complete. Now the good news is, the left side and the right side are the exact same in terms of how simple they are. So we come to the bottom left corner, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left, and that is now a 6x4 template. So the left side and the right side of the body are 6x4, 6 tall, 4 wide, and all we're going to do is build this up to the same height to give us a solid 6x4. As you can see, again, 6 tall and 4 wide, and from a side angle, looks like this. The right side, again, exact same logic applies, so we go 1, 2, 3 to right, and then we just build up 5 layers, 3 blocks per layer, because of course the 4th block is already done right here. Again, from a side angle, looks like this, and that is again a 6x4. Now before you got too excited thinking the rear side was just as plain, I don't know why you get excited about that, because that would make it a bit boring, but it's not. There's a tiny bit of detail, and when I say tiny, literally tiny. 2 blocks to be precise. So the starter point, of course, the first layer is going to be 4 pink wool, so just like the front side, it is indeed a 6x6 square. The left side is already done, and the right side is already done, which means there should be, if you do it correctly, a 4 block gap in the middle. So of course, the first layer is 4 pink wool. The second layer now is 1 pink wool, 2 pink clay, and 1 pink wool, and then the remaining 4 layers is 4 pink wool. Once you've done that, will bring you up to the top. Just go ahead and fill in this area here using pink wool. Doesn't really matter too much, it'll be covered up anyways when we build the head. But as you can see, that is the rear side. Very simple. We're going to build the tail just above this area here, so let's get into building that right now. So for the tail, what we're going to do is come to the bottom left corner. We come up to the 3rd block, and to the 3rd block of 3rd row, should I say, it's probably the better way. And on this block, what we're going to do is bring it outwards, so towards us as a 3D effect. 1, 2, 3. So 3 blocks out, and it will look like this. Now, ideally, you'd want it centered perfectly, but of course we can't do that because it's a even number, and you'd need an odd number to center it perfectly. So it's on the 3rd block of the 3rd layer, and it looks like this. So this is the starting point. For the next point, what we're going to do is we're going to go up 1, to left 1, and forwards, and we're going to punch out the 2 previous blocks, and you'll have a diagonal block which looks like this. We're then going to do it again, so we go up, side, forwards, punch out the other blocks, and you'll have a diagonal that looks like this. From this diagonal, we're going to go up one block, and this is the second stage. So we've got the starter stage, which is the part coming out the rear side of the character, and then we got the two diagonals which lead into the top of the tail. For the top of the tail, what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to left, punch out the original block, and go up 1, 2, 3, so it's 4 in total. And for the final step, what we're going to do is go to side, up, forwards, punch out the other two blocks, and again, just to back up so you can see how it kind of curves around. From this block here, we're going to go up 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 5 in total. We're then going to go to the right one and down twice, and it gives you the tail shape, which of course is very iconic, and from the front point of view, it will look like this. Now from the front, it doesn't look the best, but again, it's once you get to the sides, you can really see the curve in the tail and how cool it really does look. It's better, of course, than if you just built like a straight tail or a squarish tail, because that doesn't quite suit Mew correctly. As you can see, anyways, I'll get right up close just so you can see a bit closer what it looks like, and if you want to pause, feel free to do so. It's a bit tricky, and it probably looks easier to just pause on screen than it does to listen to my voice drone on at 2 o'clock in the morning when my voice is not in the best of ways. Anyways, hopefully you have something looking like this. If you do, then perfect. If not, again, go back in the video or just pause here. This is probably one of the better opportunities to do so. Anyways, with that said, we have got a body, we've got a tail, but we're missing arms, legs, and head. So, we're going to start off with the arms and legs, get them out the way, nice and simple. So we're going to come to the front side again, basically the plain 6x6 side, which doesn't have a tail sticking out of it. We're going to come to the bottom left corner, and we're going to place a 2x2 of pink wool, and then we do the exact same on the right side, 2x2 of pink wool, and if you've done it correctly, there should be a 2-block gap in the middle. What we're then going to do for the second layer of each foot, we're going to do another 2x2 square of pink wool, and on the left foot in the front left corner and the right foot on the front right corner, we're going to punch out a block and place a pink clay on each one, and that is what it looks like. Again, that is two 2x2x2 cubes of pink wool with 1 block of pink clay on each one. Now the arms are even more simple. What we're going to do is come up to the top left corner, we're going to go forwards to left, punch out the original, so we have a floaty block, as you can see, which connects diagonally, and we're going to do the exact same on the right side, so we go forwards to right, punch out the original, floaty block, and from this, what we're going to do is turn it into a 2x2x2 cube by going to left, down to right, and on the right side, to right, down to left, and that is a 2x2 square. What we're then going to do is bring it forwards a layer to turn it into a 2x2x2 cube on each side out of pink wool. As you can see, it's the exact same logic as the feet, however it is plain pink wool instead of with pink clay, so it's an even easier version. If that was possible, it is incredibly easy, but it's an even easier version. Okie dokie, so right now you should have something that looks like this, and hopefully right now to you it looks like a headless Mew, because that's what it's trying to be, is a headless Mew. We don't want a headless Mew though, so we're going to add a head. The way we're going to do this is come to the top left corner of the body, this part here, and go up 1 using pink wool and 1 forwards. From here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, and then we're going to expand backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, expand over to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back towards the front 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, that gives you a 6x6 square. I'll go ahead and fill in the middle part just so you can see it's plain and simple. So that is a 6x6 square. Essentially, we have a 6x1 overhang on the front side and a 6x1 overhang on the rear side, as you can see clearly here. And essentially, we're going to build up on each side 6x6, front side, left side, right side, and rear side to give us the ultimate head, which is a 6x6x6 cube. So we're going to start off with the front side, like I just said. The first 2 layers is simply 6 pink wool. So we got the first layer, we're going to build another layer of 6 pink wool just on top. For the third layer, we're going to place 1 snow, 1 light blue clay, 2 pink wool, 1 light blue clay, and 1 block of snow. For the next layer, we place 1 snow, 1 black wool, 2 pink wool, 1 black wool, 1 snow, and for the final 2 layers, we're going to place 6 blocks of pink wool. Once you've done that, that is a 6x6 square. Again, if you want to pause, feel free. However, we are not done. We're going to be adding a nose/mouth. And the way we're going to do this is by building a 6x2 3D effect. So we come to the bottom left corner of the face. We're going to go to the second block and we're going to place a row of 4 pink wool. On top of that, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, place another layer of 4 pink wool, and 1 block gap. So it's a 4x2. I think I said 6x2, but it is indeed a 4x2 3D effect. And what you can go ahead and do, as like nostrils I guess, is add 2 stone buttons, like that. And it just adds a bit more detail and makes it a bit more clear what it is. Again, that's optional. That's I don't know how I get words like that confused. Optional. But it's just cool to add it, and it gives it a bit more colour and a bit more variety. But once you've done that, that is the front side complete, and that leaves us with pretty much just the simple parts remaining, if that wasn't simple enough. So for the left side, it is essentially a 6x6 of pink wool. So all we're going to do, we already have the left side here, or the right side should I say, done. This is one layer. All we're going to do is place 5 blocks of pink wool on each layer, and that will give you a 6x6. As you can see right here, that is the left side, 6x6 of pink wool with 2 blocks of snow. Come around to the right side, same logic applies. We're going to have a 6x6 of pink wool, and then the rear side, exact same again. So each side is just plain pink wool. This is the right side. Then we go around to the rear side, link it all together, again, using your pink wool. And the top side, you guessed it, we're going to fill in with pink wool. So it'll be a 6x6 outline. We're just going to go ahead and fill the middle part in using pink wool. And once you've done that, it will look like this. Now, essentially, that is the Mew plushie complete. However, we're going to add ears just as a little bonus. So what we do is we come to the top left corner, or the front left corner of the top, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3. And on the third block, we're going to place a pink wool. To right of that, place 1 more, 2 block gap, and 2 pink wool. And once you've done that, it looks like this. And once you have done that, that is the end of the tutorial. You have got your very own Mew plushie, and I really do hope you enjoy it. Again, I think it looks really like Mew. You can definitely tell who it is if you plonk that right next to the Mewtwo plushie. Don't want to plug it, but if you haven't seen it, check it out. It is a definitely good build if you want to add that to your collection. So yeah, this is Mew, and hopefully again you enjoyed. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like on the video, subscribing for more content, and checking out the other Pokemon plushies I have on the channel. If you're not into Pokemon and you're more of a Five Nights at Freddy's person or a Star Wars person, again there's tons of content for you, so definitely check it out. But apart from that, I don't want to bore you guys anymore because it is late at night. I don't want to go to bed, but you guys probably don't want to listen to me talk anymore. So, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Tom Gummy, and goodbye.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart.